Hello guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Maribel, but you could call me Belle. And as you can see with the title, today we are going to be talking about things you should never compare in the book world. So let's get on with it. First up is something that is most commonly paired and trying to people comparing them so much and them having to pick a side. Why can't you just be both? And that is Twilight and Harry Potter. Twilight and Harry Potter are two completely different genres. Twilight is all about the romance. It's not that much about the fantasy element, even though that is in there. It's all about the romance. Harry Potter is the fantasy. There's barely any romance in it. They're two different things. People love different things. If you love romance, then Twilight. If you love just the fantasy, then Harry Potter. I personally can tolerate both. I mean, sometimes I get through the movies and I'm like, but my sister loves them, and so I just watch them with her. I mean, I could tolerate both. They're both good in their own way. And I don't know why so many people compare them. I used to compare them and say that Harry Potter was better, but then I realized they're just too different to even try to compare. So don't try. Okay? Next is Harry Potter and Percy Jackson. I have to say, I am definitely with Percy on this one. Sorry, but I'm biased, but I'm going to do this as unbiased as I can. They are two different people. One is in the worlds of myths. That's different in the fantasy element. Harry Potter, it's wizards and goblins. They're both sassy. I personally think that Percy Jackson is sassier. But, they're both good people. I personally just hate Harry because he's so obnoxious and annoying and rude to his friends who just want to help him, and he has a really bad temper that he can't just get under control. But I'm gonna need not bias at all. They're living in two different worlds. They're going through two different stuff. Camp Half-Blood is not an actual school. It's a camp where you learn fighting. In Hogwarts, you learn, and it's a school, and you have the thing, what's it called? You have tests, the owls, the newts. You just have, there's different environments in both of them. I mean, Harry Potter, they barely get out in the real world. They barely do. But in Percy Jackson, the Percy Jackson books, you travel a lot through the world. And if you go into Heroes of Olympus, where Percy is still in, traveling basically the entire world. There are basically some key points that not, but most of the world. But Harry Potter, it's mostly in Hogwarts. They're just two different stories, and those stories are what affects the characters to do stuff. The plot affects the characters to do stuff. So of course they're going to end up differently. Okay? I'm personally with Percy on this one, but who cares in my opinion. Next is for the Percy Jackson, and it's Percy and Jason. People are like, oh, I think Jason's better. Percy's better.